And nearly 4 months into 2023, and President Biden is expected to officially announce his 2024 re-election campaign as soon as next week. So what should we make of this timing, and how does Biden stack up against his current competition? Joining us now is the host of Dick Morris Democracy. There he is, here on Newsmax, and author of the great best-selling book, The Return: Trump's Big 2024 Comeback. Dick, it looks like he's finally going to enter the race, potentially next week. His advisors are kind of saying they don't really see significant opposition to Biden. But now we have RFK Jr. who's entered the race. And in fact, one of the new polls came out and had RFK at 14 points. That's kind of interesting. And he just announced. Is there any pressure on Biden, even within his own party, Dick?
Yeah, he's getting into the ring because somebody's kicking him in the butt and forcing him into the ring. To be graphic about it. Robert Kennedy Jr. is a serious threat to Biden. Let me just put it in this perspective. John McLaughlin, the pollster, does polls of Democratic primary voters and Republican primary voters, and he lists all the possible candidates. In the Republican primary, Donald Trump is in first place with 57% of the vote. In the Democratic primary, Joe Biden is also in first place, but with 23% of the vote. So he has very little support in his own party. 3/4 of the voters vote for other people like Klobuchar or Booker or AOC or Hillary or whatever. Even Michelle Obama gets a lot of votes. And Biden absolutely is losing his hold on the nomination. And I believe that Robert Kennedy is a very significant threat to Biden. First of all, his appeal is basically non-political. He's running, if anything, to the right of Biden against all of this spending legislation. Not volubly, but not for it. But his big issue is mandatory vaccinations for COVID, particularly for children. He cites the amazing fact that 1 out of every 1,000 vaccinations results in a serious adverse consequence for adults and even higher for children. He's running on environment. He's the guy that cleaned up the Hudson River. He went up and down the river and sued every municipality along the way to have to upgrade their sewers. And he got them all upgraded. And now you can swim or fish in the Hudson River. I wouldn't do it, but you can. And I think that's a record that would be very attractive, particularly to young voters who are not voting for Biden.
Yeah, no, that's an interesting point, because you're right. He can kind of hit him in a couple different directions. By the way, what do you have coming up on Dick Morris Democracy, my friend? What do you got on tonight?
Well, we're going to talk about a very important topic, the end of the dollar, and how there is an assault on the dollar throughout the world. And oh my God, will we be in trouble if the dollar loses its supremacy? And I'll spell that out.
Well, sadly, just as you point out, it is at risk with seeing some of these alliances that have been happening around the world sort of partnering, sadly, against the United States. Dick Morris, we love you. Thank you very much. We'll definitely be tuning in tonight. Thanks, Dick.
Bye, Rita.
Thank you. And everybody, remember, if you want to hear more of Dick's great commentary, be sure to catch him every Saturday right here on Newsmax. Dick Morris Democracy starts at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and you don't want to miss it. And be sure to check out his great best-selling book, The Return.